Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel. In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the champion from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The Raptors shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not.
The champion thrives in these situations. Pride and heart will be tested. Michael Cole. Eliminating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan.
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. That a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it.
Hulk Hogan, a 5-time champion now. This is his first title defense.
The Hulkster has spent the last 2 months in Hollywood due to prior commitments, but you've got to understand that Hulk never expected to be WWE champion coming out of WrestleMania.
Well, now that Hogan has emerged from his paradise, the gravity of this situation with Yokozuna is going to hit him like thunder. Boom! Carefully measured knee drop.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that opens the door for Hogan.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
German suplex. Momentum is really on Yokozuna's side.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it.
On a stop. This is an event of international magnitude. Byron, photographers from around the world, including a large contingent from Japan, are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
A lot of pressure on the former champion. There is no way Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna can return to Japan and lose face.
And the Hulkster may have some self-imposed pressure. He not only wants to win, he stated that he wants to pick up the 550-pound Yokozuna.
From the top. It just got ripped right off the top. Oof. No mercy being shown to Hogan here.
Yokozuna taking the fight. Oh, soon we could be seeing a submission here. Targeting.
Escape and a takedown.
Yokozuna sidesteps.
You know, Hogan slimming down may have an adverse side effect. Yokozuna can wrench those holds in around the Hulkster's waist now.
Oh, the waist and chest may be a little bit smaller, Corey, but you better believe that 24-inch pythons have not changed shape whatsoever.
And those pythons are primed to pick up the 550. Pound monster and slamming through the
slugging it out, toe to toe now, slugging away with everything they got.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Yokozuna engaging in warfare with the Hulkster. The Giant knows this may be his last chance at the WWE Championship.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Fist after fist, neither one relenting here. Oh my, that'll rock you. A big kick to the gut and a clubbing forearm. You can see Mr. Fuji at ringside. He's shown he will do anything to earn his client the win.
Indeed he has, but he might actually rein things in tonight. We saw at WrestleMania that Fuji's interference earned Yokozuna the win against Bret Hart. But when he tried it again against Hogan, it backfired.
And not to mention that this time, Hogan has Jimmy Hart in the opposite corner. The Mouth of the South is keeping a close eye on Mr. Fuji to ensure this... Oh no, bear hug applied. This is not good for the Hulkster.
The bear hug cinched in. Gotta find a way out and catch your breath.
Look at this, no quit whatsoever, raining down elbows and a skip.
Hulk Hogan. Oh, he's about to Hulk up. Hogan back on his feet. Here comes Hulk Hogan. What are you going to do? 3 punches. Hogan going to send his opponent across the ring. Big boot. Leg drop.
Carefully measured elbow drop followed by another, unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive, Cole.
Yoko now, belly to belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan, drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Oh, no. A big splash.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble.
Lariat. The champ with the cover. The challenger fending off the 2 count.
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down.
And that holds Hogan back. Hooked up. Nothing fancy there. Spinning Uranagi.
Yokozuna on the move. Devastating leg drop.
That was the work of a one-of-a-kind superstar.
Once again, Yokozuna has delivered.
They're lined up. And the pitch.
And it looks like Yokozuna is bleeding after that. Oh, right on the arm.
Not good.
The Hulkster picking his spots and targeting Yokozuna. Exactly what he planned to do to wear down the big man.
Oh, man. Ouch. And he turned it around. Like a brick wall running into you. Yoko says this one's over.
Oh! Can the champ recover from that?
Shoulders down. He kicks out somehow.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the...
Yoko says this one's over.
Hope you like pancakes. We might see a new champion crowned.
Yoko says this one's over. Standing bonsai drop.
We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE Champion.
Here in the heartland of...
Our next chapter.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania. And we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions. And he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
Clothesline, so effective. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
He connects with a counter.
Steiner absolutely not backing down.
Pendulum backbreaker. Tick-tock.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt fast. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matter, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
Oh, man.
Tag made. Fresh partner in. Getting the fresh partner in here.
And here we go. Dominating shoulder tackle. Ooh, man. Uh-oh.
That puts a stop to Steiner.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Sent right into the corner.
For the record, Saxton, you and I would never have that kind of chemistry.
Hey, I'd be a great teammate.
I've seen you trip over your own left foot. No thank you.
WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Did you hear the impact? And all that Steiner muscle did him no good there.
Fatu looked as brutal as ever on that exchange.
Boot right to the throat.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. And into the corner he goes.
Golly, that sounded rough.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
What a collision! Fatu is really showing his vicious side.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers. There's the tag.
And it is on.
Clothesline!
Good Lord.
So effective. As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that's...
And there goes Steiner set outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it. From the top.
Diving headbutt.
The knee is being torn apart now.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys. Oh, and Scott fights back.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. And now placed in the corner.
Tag made. Classic Steiner Brothers tag team. Up to the top rope. Here comes the
Steiner Bulldog. Is that enough to finally put down the Head Shrinkers? Samu sensed that was coming.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiner speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner. Tag is made. Tandem offense incoming from the Steiners. Off the top rope. This won't end well.
The Steinerizer connects.
Big move from the Steiners. Might just end things.
No, stops the count at 2.
I mean, you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Oh, my God.
Vicious backbreaker. And makes the tag to their partner. He saw that being telegraphed.
Ooh, merciless looking blood.
Riding out of danger there. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Oh! Oh, my goodness. Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Devastating cranial impact with that move.
Oh, ouch. Scott timed that one. DDT. Dominating shoulder tackle.
He has to be nearly at his breaking point now.
Taking on so much offense. You got to worry about the lingering effects.
Agonizing.
Placed into the corner here.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent.
Oh, face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Cover.
The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are engaged in an epic battle.
Both teams making the Roman gladiators proud. And just eating a knee on the reversal. Boom, running STO.
The cover, is it in? And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the...
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent?
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer. The sleeper is in trouble here.
Oh, what a great counter. That'll break it up. Rocky beats him to the punch. And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy...
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch is in
trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. Jawbreaker counter to get out of that. Raw drop kick. And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated. He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover. Catching a drop kick. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah, unfortunately...
Flying! You gotta be kidding me! From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner. And he heads back into the ring.
Maivia feeding off the crowd, feeding off their energy.
Going straight to the top turnbuckle.
Incoming! Oh!
Hoisted up. Nice suplex.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's tried to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 270-pound stud, just has to keep his cool. Don't take any unnecessary...
Blast off! Good Lord! Taking flight!
The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
Looking to crush the hamstring. Oh. Another one? Crush a hamstring. Returning to the ring now.
Maivia feeding off the crowd, feeding off their energy.
The count continues.
Time to get back in there.
He's able to beat the count just in time. Deeper into this match now, I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak from
launching.
Big splash. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Hunter whipped into the corner, nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe. before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
But Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just...
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of...
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
Oh, an eye rake. That's not right, but effective.
Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Side headlock takeover, nicely done.
Really wrenching it.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Delivers the snap mare and drops the fist.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia.
What a suplex.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Peter Maivia prevents that one from connecting. Targeted the lower body there, and it was highly effective.
Rocked with a headbutt, but not done yet.
A second one. And now a third. George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage. Something bad is coming his way, and he has no clue.
And knew what was coming there.
Bad landing.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
that unraveled on George. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steele makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rulers. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia's prepared already. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Ow! Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
George beats him to the punch.
Crucial turnaround there because George was falling behind.
But George, he can do it here. And he doesn't let the pin last long at all.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to. Oh my gosh, that's gross.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steele is looking to end this.
Backbreaker, good grief. Maivia can taste it now.
Thunderous headbutt. Being set up in the corner for something.
Wicked clothesline. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how does he earn the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body. Boom!
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Maivia just smothering his opponent with offense.
Scoop slam.
Headbutt. Oh, not done yet. A second and a third, too. Boom!
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast. But he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is
He's trying again.
into a backbreaker. And George is laid out.
Gonna scale the cage wall now.
You cannot waste any time when you start the climb.
One leg in the cage and one towards victory. He's trying to escape. He's got to give everything he has to push himself over the top.
And now the climb down could be as tough as the climb up for him.
Meets him at the summit.
He's pulled back down mid-climb.
Could that prove to be a major setback deep into the match?
What impact.
He gets out of the way.
What a shot. Into the pin. Could be over for Maivia. The ref not even getting to one.
How does anyone have this much in them at this point?
And a series of vicious stomps.
The top of the cage is so close, yet so far.
He climbed to the top of the cage, but now his choices are limited. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Oh, he's almost there.
He better move.
Now heading out.
And there is no one there to stop it either.
Now all that's left is to drop to the ground. You got to admire the determination here. Wow, Steele with a big win over Peter Maivia.
Here is your winner, George the Animal Steele.
Somehow, some way, George the Animal Steele is able to walk out of this cage with a victory over High Chief Peter Maivia.
It's got to be some sort of weird